So today I'm back again with another Sunday dinner recipe. This here is comfort food at its finest. Let's get started. Alright, so today I'll be making some oven braised beef shank. I already went ahead and washed it up. And to season, I'll be using some sazon, chicken bouillon, black pepper, some salt, garlic and onion powder, and some complete seasoning. I also have some green seasoning here that I'll be using. So what I did was went ahead and combined everything. I added the green seasoning to the dry seasoning as well as a little bit of Chinese sauce. If you can't find Chinese sauce, you can use hoisin sauce. It's very similar. Mix everything well to combine to create a wet marinade, and then we'll go ahead and add it to the beef shank and make sure they are well coated. Once done, you want to cover and allow this to marinate for at least an hour or two. If you have time and you can let it go overnight, that would be best. So what I did was went ahead and floured my beef shank. You want to lightly flour them with plain flour. We're going to go ahead and sear them just to lock those flavors in, and the flour will also help to thicken your sauce or your gravy. So like I said, we'll go ahead and sear them for about a minute per side. We're not cooking them all the way through. You just want to get a nice sear on them so you can lock those flavors in. Once we're done, I'll go ahead and show you what we'll do next. You don't want to crowd your pot, so you want to do 2 at a time. And once they are done, remove them, set aside, and carry on with the other 2. So to the same pot, I added a little bit of red wine. This is optional. You don't have to use red wine. I just like the flavor of it. And I allowed that to go for about a minute or so just to cook away the alcohol a bit. Because I don't like the potent alcohol in my sauce. So I cook it away a bit and then I added some tomato sauce. Give that a stir, and you want to cook this stew for about 5 minutes or so, to cook away that acidity. Next, I will add some beef broth, and then we'll come in with a little bit of seasoning. I will add some mushroom seasoning, some all-purpose seasoning, a little bit of bouillon, black pepper, and some brown sugar. You can adjust the seasonings to suit your own preference, but don't add too much because this will reduce and it will become more potent. So here's where you want to add your beef shank, and once that is added, you should have your oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to cover this and place it into the oven for about 3 to 4 hours, or however long it will take for your beef shank to become tender to your liking, because everyone likes things different. Mine was falling off the bone after 3 hours, and this is the finished product right here. As you can see, it is so delicious, guys. I can't wait to dig into this. Like I said, it was falling off the bone. Look at the bone right there. And my favorite part is the marrow inside of that bone, guys. I love that part. So we will set this to the side, and then I will go ahead and do some sides to show you what I'll pair this with. So let's fix some vegetables. I will add some bell peppers, onions, garlic, give them a few stirs, and allow to go for about a minute or 2. Next, I'll come in with some carrots and cabbage, and then I'll sit the lid on and allow it to wilt a bit so it becomes easier to manage. Next, I will add some seasoning for flavor and taste. Remember, you can use your own seasonings here. It doesn't have to be the ones I'm using. Just give it a good toss and we'll allow it to go for about 3 minutes or so. This is the nice tender cabbage. It's not the American cabbage. I think this is the Asian cabbage. So it cooks really fast and it's softer in texture. Next, I will add some baby bokchoy. Now, these are just things I had in my fridge and wanted to use them up. I'm just winging it right now, just adding anything to the pot. But let me tell you, this was so good. You guys have to try it. Now, once that wilts, you want to give it a stir and just let it go for about a minute or two. This don't take long because, you know, it shrizzles up really quick and you want that nice crunch in the bok choy. So let it go for about a minute or so, and that's basically it. This was quick, easy, and simple, but absolutely amazing. You guys have to give the recipe a try. Next, we'll do some boiled and fried cassava. So I have my cassava here with some water and I added some salt. Cover and let it boil until tender. Here to a preheated skillet, I will add some oil and then in with some butter. Allow that to melt. Once it melts, you want to come in with some onions and garlic. I'm using red and yellow onions. Give it a stir and allow it to go for about a minute or two before you come in with some seasoning. I like to add the seasoning here so that when I add my cassava, it will be evenly coated. Because you know when you try to add the seasonings directly to the cassava, all over don't get the seasoning, just the top part. So I like to add it in to the bottom there and then I toss it really well. And yeah, just let it fry for a good 2 minutes or so. And then I added some scallion and cilantro. And this was so good. It paired really well with that beef shank, guys. Sometimes you just want something different from the usual. You know, you don't want rice, you don't want mashed potatoes. You just want something, you know, different. And this was it, guys. Absolutely amazing. Now let me plate everything up and show you guys the finished product. And here you have it, my version of the most delicious Sunday dinner. This was so filling, satisfying, and divine. Let me tell you, so flavorful. I can't wait for you guys to try the recipe. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, share it, and leave a comment down below. I'll leave all the ingredients and measurements in my description or the caption, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you for watching and enjoy.